Premier League, Chelsea.
Oh
My days. Back-to-back league losses for the world champions. Frank, you know I'm coming straight to you. What is going on with your Blues?
Well, I know that, and I was expecting, something, technical problem that I could interfere, my discussion with you, but. Yes, Chalobah has been red carded, and it's a big factor in maybe the fact that Brighton could win that game. But I think when you are Chelsea and you spend like 300 million pounds on Brighton former players, you expect them to be less good as you should be, and even 10 against 11. So you have no kind of excuses in the fact that even 10 against 11, you should have done better. And the second goal, on the header that I saw, I mean, I don't know if you're going to see the game, but the goal or not, but Badiashile and Enzo Fernandez don't check what's going on behind them. And even if you play 10 against 11, at least if you are Chelsea, you should be capable of getting a draw from that game if you cannot win it. And that's the only thing I can say. And the keeper is completely alone when he makes his header, and after the game, of course, is over. The third goal doesn't even count because you try something and you lose 3-1. But you have, and again, I was talking about that with Newcastle. Sometimes you have to make sure you can draw and get 1 point. Because maybe you're unfortunate, maybe you've been too clumsy, maybe you're 10 against 11, but that's what it is, and you have to be professional. And on that goal, some players were sloppy, and that's why you lose a game like that. But it's lots of defeats in a short time for Chelsea, so they have to react.
Stevie, you watched this game closely as well. What went wrong for Chelsea?
Well, they were absolutely cruising until they go down to 10 men. Quite frankly.
Again?
Yeah, I mean, first half, going one up half time, really comfortable. I'm thinking, unless Brighton do something drastic here, like make full subs as he sometimes does, the coach. But then when the red card comes, it just encourages Brighton to push forward, push you back. And we know Brighton, if they're on the game and their passing's right, they're going to hurt you, and they're certainly going to hurt you if they've got a man up. And so yeah, I mean, it kind of, when the equaliser came from Welbeck, it kind of felt inevitable. At the same time, Reece James, in my opinion, at 2-1, possibly should have had a penalty. Never really saw it again, but I thought it was a penalty. And then, of course, the Kuiper then finishes the game off. But again, to be honest, Chelsea's only got themselves to blame for going down to 10 men.
Once again, for back-to-back games. Well, I tell you who has no blame on themselves. Manchester City. Let's talk about them, shall we?
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Nedum. All right, Nedum. All right.
Yes, indeed. My boy Nedum said, I'm not copying any losses this weekend. Look at him celebrating, dancing. He needs to do the Erling Haaland peaceful Zen celebration. Nedum, you feeling good about City, aren't you? Even though it was Burnley, as you guys consistently remind everybody, like Manchester United, whenever we get any decent performance there. But
hey, calm down.
We're not talking about United today. Nedum, you feeling pretty good about City after all the criticism that they came under at the start of the season?
Not necessarily feeling great about them, but I just feel like I can breathe now. I think now they've had a couple of better results, and obviously this one against Burnley is one that was very much expected, and if they didn't win in a significant manner, then there would be critiques levelled at them again. But the fact is, there are one or two players who are getting into form, one of them being a Phil Foden, and you're looking at Doku starting the season really well. Haaland's somehow got 8 goals already this season, so there are positives there. I think Rodri being missing and potentially being injured is a concern, and other players in certain areas, but the fact is they're actually winning some games of football now, and it coincided with, say, Liverpool dropping points, so that gap all of a sudden doesn't feel as enormous as it did maybe a few days earlier. And yes, they're not a perfect outfit whatsoever, but if they do find form, if they do find key players in form as well, then it can be more positive. But as you say, as you rightly said, City beating Burnley is not going to be the most memorable result this season. But the fact is, there's still a nice vibe and a nice little feeling going into the game against Monaco in midweek in the Champions League.
I don't understand Nedum. I really don't. See, in the early part of the season, the house was on fire. We bring him on the show, and everybody's having a go at Manchester City. Everybody's having a go at Nedum. And he was all Mr. Positive and happy about Manchester City. It's like, oh, things are going to be okay. And Pep Guardiola's going to get it right. And I believe in what we're doing. And this, that, and the other. And now that they actually won a couple of games, now it's like, well, I'm not. It's really
a little down.
Yeah. Are we not celebrating wins anymore? Is this what happens?
Nedum's cool.
No.
He's level-headed.
He's diplomatic.
He's diplomatic, exactly.
Okay.
I just know I'm not allowed to enjoy City winning a game against Burnley because I'll get laughed out of the room. So I'm just going to play it down. Hopefully, when they win another game, like unfortunately, I couldn't talk about that game against United, whenever that was. But in the future, should that happen again, please make sure I'm on and make sure Alexis is hosting.
Okay.
Oh, hold on.
All right.
I was giving you your flowers, Nedum. When have I ever laughed at you at Manchester City wins? Never. Because they've come thick and heavy these last couple of years, let me tell you.
Hey, really, calm down.
Sorry.
Yeah, don't get involved.
Stevie and Frank are the only ones rattled from cutting elves this week.
You're trying to prop up Manchester United now? Good luck with that.
No, not propping up Man United. I'm just saying I would never get on Nedum's case.
Okay.
Ever.
All right.